what's been the trend in the young guys now starting cycles? Have you seen a much younger? Have you seen teenagers now start?
Yeah. Well, I think one of the biggest issues that I see is the lack of education coming from credible sources, and this I think is a massive problem because you have in the bodybuilding enhanced community certain people who have propped themselves up as credible source of information for safer use models of drugs, like for steroids and stuff like that. These people aren't qualified like you are. Now, obviously, that's not your specialty. It's not what you trained for, but you know about the body. You're a doctor. So you have an ability to interpret research. You have been trained on the human body, how it works, what the danger markers are. We're starting to see a rise of these sort of, some are educated, some are a lot less credible. But the thing is, because there's a lack of information to plug the gap, we're not seeing that information given out to these young people, because if they go to a doctor, the doctor's like, well, here's how you should run your cycle. Don't. So then they go on, obviously they're going to do it anyway. So they go online and they see any number of these guys who promote what is a safer model of use, or let's not even go with the safer model, just a guy who promotes use and just say, here's what you do. I mean, there's a guy around here, Asif, he's a pro bodybuilder. I've taken on some of his clients after he's finished with them. They're on astronomical amounts. And that's what I mean. I think just there's a massive lack of education, because I'm not saying there's safe ways of doing it, because there's inherent risks involved, but there's definitely a gap in terms of some kids are going to do it anyway. Can we at least educate them on how to minimize the damage? I don't think that's there, because some of the safer use models, Asif, they're not that safe.
Yeah, I know.
That's what I see.
Yeah, no, absolutely. There are doctors out there actually. I've contacted a few who are doctors. They just wear white lab coats, and so I know a few. They're called doctors because they've been doing safer testing for about 20 years, and I know a few. So some in the Midlands, some in Manchester. Okay. So my whole thing was, people are going to do it anyway. It's like, underrate sex and all these things. Like people will do it regardless of what I tell them. So my only thing is to tell them to do it safely. Like, as much as I inherently disagree with it, we have to prescribe condoms and prescribe these things. So it's a similar kind of thing with steroid use, anabolic drug use. They're going to do it anyway, and they're going to go to the black market. They're going to get it in the gym. They're going to get their buttocks injected in the gym. They're going to get it there. And we as doctors can encourage safe needle use. We can give some of these guys shots, etc., because we know they can do it regardless.